What's good, YouTube? Back in the building for another reaction. This time we will be reacting to Tyrese on the Breakfast Club and DJ Envy basically checking Tyrese. Now, for context to why this even happened, we're going to be, I'm actually going to rather just use Forgotten King's video explaining why we're at this point right here, in which DJ Envy is checking Tyrese
on the Breakfast Club to address some of the issues he's been having with Charlamagne.
Then to Forgotten Kings TV.
This morning, Tyrese was on the Breakfast Club to address some of the issues he's been having with Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy. According to Tyrese, he believes he's burned a lot of bridges with some of his closest friends in the industry over his behavior in the past. All right, we're all familiar with some of the viral rants that Tyrese has had on social media. And his reason, according to Tyrese, is because he was on medication, right? This medication had him saying things and doing things he normally wouldn't do. Well, during this time period, according to Envy, Tyrese said some disrespectful things to Envy's wife, and that's what caused Envy to fall back. Because according to Envy, Tyrese said some things that made him want to fight Tyrese. Let's be real, right? Now, we all know that Tyrese is, getting over a recent divorce. He's putting out an album to kind of vent through this whole process and, bless the fans with good music as well. And he was hoping that he could rely on, Envy, Charlamagne, and others in the industry to help push this project, but for whatever reason, he's not getting any love. Well, today, he showed up on the Breakfast Club to address the elephant in the room and hopes to resolve these issues so he can, have the support for his next album, right? Well,
all right. And now, this is where we get to this part. I don't know if this is the full thing, but this is about 3 minutes, so we just gonna react to it as such. Let's do this.
I didn't know what you were going through, and I tried to talk to you, and I seen who you were, and I didn't even like who you were online. And to my point, I tried, and when I seen how you were talking this way, I said, I'm going to take a step back.
And when me and
How
Tyrese had a
convenient.
How convenient? Yeah, how convenient? Yeah, when the way you were talking, the way that you were.
How convenient.
How-
You step back.
What you mean?
I never stepped back from you.
From you.
It's right.
You should have
But I
stepped
never
up.
talked to your wife in a disrespectful manner, and you talked to
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right here because the clip I seen, it was actually a longer clip than that. It starts off talking about how what's it called? Let me find it because let me see, hold on.
I had a gag order. One thing I don't do is I don't lie. You don't have to like what I say.
Let me see. Yeah, just for full on context, and I'm gonna go back to the video. So the part that it doesn't show is that Tyrese helped DJ Envy with his marriage. Tyrese helped DJ Envy with his marriage because he was having marital problems, and wife was gonna leave. Envy's wife was gonna leave him, and everything like that. And Tyrese helped him. So, just for full closure there.
mine in a disrespectful manner. And I never told nobody that.
If
Even
I've
when
ever
you were on,
talked-
and you could say you were on those psych meds, and you could say that you weren't.
What you mean?
But as a man, some of the things that you said, Tyrese, deserve me to box your mouth.
Whoa,
And I
whoa,
didn't.
whoa,
No,
whoa,
no,
whoa,
no,
whoa,
no,
witness,
no,
witness
no,
something
no,
here.
no,
let's-
no. We were
let's-
talking because
let's
this
do
is
it.
something
I'm
that I
good
never
with
wanted to
this.
say. And since he wants to be, well, why Envy? I'm telling him why. You said disrespectful shit to my wife.
What do you say?
It's neither here nor there. To the point where why my wife doesn't call you back anymore, and to the point when you started talking to psych meds.
Here's my problem with this. There are plenty of times where DJ Envy, there's a guest who comes on the Breakfast Club that DJ Envy has a problem with. How come whenever you have the guest on there, you wait until the cameras come on to address whatever problem you have with them? I believe it goes back to DJ Drama. It goes back to Jesus and Mero. It goes back. There's a couple of guests that have been on that show, and DJ Envy just finds it appropriate to just nail somebody to the wall on camera. Like, that public display of some type of like pressing or embarrassment is something that he thinks is cool. Like, What style? Like, if you're like somebody like Tyrese, right, who's friends with DJ Envy, bro, why you ain't just pull him to the side and say, hey, listen, bro, I didn't like the things that was going on during the time when you was on your psych meds, and you was very disrespectful to my wife. This right here could have really been avoided with a phone call, or hey, let me pull you to the side type stuff. Like, you just decide to do this on air where everybody can see, and now everybody's formulating a narrative because of it. I just think it's not very genuine.
Me and my wife had a conversation. She said, well, maybe Tyrese was on those medicines when he said. But if you ever text me and my wife, you can't text me because I just unblocked you probably about a month ago when me and Charlamagne was talking, and he told me that you were on the psych meds, and this is what it was.
That's
what made me unblock you. So that was the reason why I stopped talking to you and will not reach out to you anymore, because I'm like, I don't want to remember my brother as that. And maybe you were going through problems. So if somebody if I talk to your wife disrespectful, I don't expect for you to come check on me. And that's how I felt at that time.
You did that to a lot of people, though, Ty.
But maybe I should have been had this conversation.
No.
Exactly.
This is great. We're having it when God wants us to have it.
That's it. And I'm going to say this, because this is not the first time I've said this. The things that I said and did, the people that I rubbed the wrong way, the things that I posted.
Him saying maybe he had problems is crazy.
That was literally out of my control. I've literally prayed that people can find it in their heart to not hold me to something that I said and did while I was literally out of my mind. And if we could expect God to give us grace, we should always extend that same grace. So what I'm saying to you is, everybody clearly could see that something was going on. This is not.
So I was kind of like, why couldn't you
crying
see it?
video? What more do you want from me?
Congratulations!
Congratulations! Something is happening.
Charlamagne's stupid.
And so now, when you're out of your mind, you don't go on Instagram and say, I just got off the phone and Will Smith is sending me $5 million when I never even talked to Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't call Jada and say, I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
Right.
Revenge is like the sweet joy that
You
you
said that?
Yeah,
Where?
I did. On the phone to Jada. Because I was like, maybe that'll help for her to call Will.
No, but that's the way the video makes DJ Envy look, and I don't know if that's just how it was edited. It makes him look like very insensitive to the fact that, like, hey, maybe, like, hey, the possibility of somebody actually being off of psychiatric medication and not meaning anything that they either typed or said verbatim, like in actual on a phone conversation or anything like that. Like, a person who's under psych medication can't control what's going to be said because they don't know. They under a spell with the medication. And in this case, like, DJ Envy didn't seem to like really want to, like, didn't really seem to care about the psych medication thing. Could have, Tyrese could have really been on psych medication, and it just makes DJ Envy look insensitive to that fact, because people can and will be saying stuff when they're on medication. Like, I know firsthand because I used to work in the medical industry, so people will say and do things when they're under some medication. So, I don't know if there's anything else. I'm gonna go back to the Forgotten Kings video. Let's play that real quick, see if there's anything else.
In the midst of having the conversation, as you're saying in the clip, Envy decided to check him, right? And was just being honest with him and saying, listen, any other situation, we would have had to, shoot the fade for this, right? And that's respectable. We understand a man protecting his woman's honor. However, in this situation, you've seen Tyrese, then respond with, his message of just saying, listen, I was there for you, Envy. I helped support you during your process of getting your wife back. Why can't you extend the same grace and understanding to me? Now, again, if you watch the full interview, you understand
it just feels like
were able to resolve the issue. But to me, that was a valid point.
That was ambush.
For the record, Tyrese and Envy's both spoke on, their relationship and how Tyrese has helped him,
that was a whole ambush to me, though. Like, come on, man. You didn't have to publicly like oust that man on the air like that. Especially since he's like somebody you actually know, who you're actually friends with. Y'all got each other's phone numbers and can call each other. You know his wife, he knows, your former wife or whatever. Like, come on, man. It's too much pride. It's too much pride amongst men for that to be happening. Two men going and doing some female type stuff, man. It's too much pride for that to be going around, bro. For real. But that's the end of the video. If you like the video, please drop a like. Please comment, leave your love, leave your hate. Please subscribe, and I am out of here.